Now that we have covered pretty much everything that happens inside the migrations file, it's time to build up our first migration, which will be for the post table. Like I've mentioned in the previous episode, the blueprint table object gives us access to tons of methods, which allows us to build new columns. Keep in mind that there are over 50 methods we could use to build up new columns, so it's pretty much impossible to show all of them. I will show you the most important ones we should use here. And during this course, we will be creating more and more migrations which we will be using. For now, we're going to start out building the post migrations. In MySQL, you use data types to represent the data type of a column. In Laravel migrations, you pretty much do the same, but the naming will be a little bit different. Let's say that our post has a title, which needs to be added. When working with MySQL, you will most likely add the varchar data type, since the title of a post will be a string. Let's go right below our primary ID and let's define a new table. In Laravel, the table object gives you access to the string method, which is equivalent to the varchar data type in MySQL. This does not tell you what the name of your column should be, which needs to be added as an argument inside the string method as a string. So let's tell our migration that the column needs to be named title. What other properties does a post have? We also need to add the actual content of a post. Now Laravel offers multiple options for adding long pieces of text. We could use our string table object again, but since we already have defined one and the varchar data type is limited to a certain amount of characters, we could add a long text. And the long text method is equivalent to the long text data type in MySQL. But we also need to pass in the column name, so let's say this will be the description. When showing posts to users, you don't want to add the description as a preview. So what I usually do is adding a new column where I store the excerpt of a post. So let's define a new column right above our description, which will have a data type of text, which is equivalent to the text data type in MySQL, and let's name it the excerpt. Another common data type is a Boolean, where we simply add either 1 or 0 inside our database, which will represent true or false. Let's go right below our description and let's call our table object and let's chain the Boolean method to it. Now let's name it by saying is_published. Another common data type is an integer, which represents a full number. In MySQL, this would be equivalent to the int data type. With the table object, we could access the integer method, where we need to add an argument of the column name, which will be minutes to read. You could also replace the integer method with the float method, which adds a decimal number. But for this example, I find the integer method more appropriate. There's one more column that I would like to add right here, which is right after the title, since every post will have a string of slug. The slug will basically be the same as the title, but all spaces will be replaced with dashes, which we then can use inside the URI to show to the user. Right now, we have built up our first migration. We're not going to migrate it yet, since we're going to cover column modifiers in the next episode. This was it for the Creating Our First Migration episode inside the Mastering Laravel Databases and Eloquent course, where we have talked about the different data types that are available in Laravel when it comes to building database tables.